Hi, everybody. Jared Petty here for IGN, and I'm joined by the fabulous, the spontaneous, the superfluous. No, not superfluous. What are you anyway?
35.
35. That's not superfluous. I was looking for an adjective, not an age. You provided. Okay, but you know what? Whatever you are, your name is
Vince Ingenito?
You are Vince Ingenito. Are you aware of it? Yes. And you're dancing. Where are you dancing here, Vince? What are
I
we
am
looking at?
dancing in the new area of the tower in Destiny. We're checking out the new content. Actually, it's an event that's going on today, tomorrow, and the day after that involves the Queen. You know, the angry space queen.
The angry space queen?
May or may not.
Would that be David Bowie queen?
Yes, she looks like the one that looks like David Bowie.
From Labyrinth.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a little Power of the Babe Queen.
Right. So she had said that at some point you were going to owe her a favor, and she's calling in those favors. So she's coming at you with bounties now.
Bounties.
But before I show off the bounties, I want to show people what they can get.
Would you say that there are a plethora of bounties?
A plethora.
Would you say there's a plethora of pinatas?
Yeah, there's a plethora of pinatas, of loot pinatas.
Blue pinatas, which are bounties. Look at you, cleverly bringing that back around again. And also us cleverly integrating, or uncleverly integrating, three Amigos references. But we move on. Okay, what's going on here?
So this is the Queen's Emissary. This is the vendor that you'll see now in the new area of the tower. And you can see there are a couple of unique shaders that are on sale.
Change color.
Right, unique emblems, a piece of armor, in my case for the Warlock, because that's what I play.
Okay.
And a couple of, these are only rares. They're level 20 rares, though, so that's not too bad. They're definitely well upgradable for you to do, you know, some pretty serious damage with, not as much as a legendary.
Also, they're pink.
That's the main thing. You can see they're pink. They've also got the kind of emblem of the Queen on there.
Now, if you want to buy these, you're going to need a new kind of currency or a new kind of reputation.
No, you
right?
just need to build up your reputation
there you go.
more with the Queen. So you see, this is Queen rank, Queen rank 2 stuff, Queen rank 1 stuff. That's Queen rank 3.
Would you regard Bicycle as a Queen rank 2 song or a Queen rank 1 song?
It's a Queen rank 1 song.
Queen rank 1?
Yeah,
okay,
definitely.
I mean, all Queen songs are at least ranked. You know, well, is that, wait, which is higher, 2 or 1 in this case?
1 is top tier.
1 is top tier, but not in Destiny, right? In Destiny 2 would be top tier, wouldn't it?
Destiny's tiers don't really work that way.
Okay.
But well, if you're talking about reputation with a vendor, sure.
Yeah, I'm talking about reputation with a vendor.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can see now that's where we just came from. So the Queen's Emissary is located behind the bounty tracker. So you remember this used to be kind of cordoned off with one of those like cheesy office building, like segmented walls.
Yeah, you know, we have one of those here over on the other side of the building.
Definitely
have you
we
seen
do.
that?
Definitely
we have one of those big
every big office building does.
It does, yeah.
So if you go into the bounty
board
here, you can see there's a third row now of bounties, a few of which I've done already.
And notice there's a stock refresh going on too, so there's going to be replacements coming out.
Correct, absolutely, because the event is going to continue on today and then for 2 more days.
Okay, so it looks like those bounties are going to be replaced in about 10 hours, which means there'll be different Queen's bounties popping up then, most likely.
Yep, and we'll see if they're very, very much different from the ones that I've done already.
Yeah.
The ones that I did were killing fallen enemies on any planet, defeat 200 fallen with headshots, and I had to defeat Draxus, the Winter Kell, in the Scourge of Winter mission.
There's an Earth boss you can kill too at some point, isn't there?
Yes, I did that bounty as well, although it seems to have disappeared. From
maybe the time ran out on it. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure why. I also handed that in. But there's a couple that relate to the Crucible as well. So if you're a Crucible player, you have stuff you can do too. I'll just accept those for the heck of it right now. Oh, I can only accept 1. I guess I'm full up on
those
on bounties. Oh yeah.
Oh, looky there. So your bounty requirements are full. You are bountiful.
Oh, this is interesting.
What's that? That's interesting, my friend.
I thought I had completed these already, but I guess not. So cool. So I can go and kill some fallen, and maybe I can show people what happens once you complete one of these bounties.
Well, why don't we go do that?
Yeah.
Let's show people.
Let's show people
what's changed here in the old Destiny.
On the internet. So what you and I did earlier today is after you complete a couple of the bounties, another little mission opens up. The description that Bungie gave of the event was that new missions would be opened up for those who prove themselves worthy. And it would seem right now that just means completing a bounty, because what that did is up above the Crucible Daily, right up here in this icon, you can still see the shadow of it.
Yep.
Is a Queen's Wrath kill order.
Yeah.
And
basically that one was one of the Venus missions, right? Or no, that wasn't Venus. I'm
The
sorry,
one that we did was a Mars
Martian
mission.
mission.
Yeah, it was a Mars mission. It's different every time though. Like when you get one of those kill orders, it's just going to be a random level 24 story mission, but with the epic modifier.
And what's the epic modifier change?
So if you're familiar with the heroic modifier, that means that you'll see more ultras and majors and more aggressive enemies, more enemies. What the epic does is it makes it so that lots of enemies actually appear with energy shields.
Yeah.
And of course, each of those shields has a different element. It's either void, solar, or arc. And so you kind of, that's where you have to start utilizing the different damage types a little bit more and know your damage types.
Otherwise, they're really hard to punch through, which I discovered the first time I tried to go through.
Oh yeah, we had quite a time getting through that. I mean, I'm a level 26.
You were doing quite well. I got plastered.
I was doing acceptably.
You were doing just fine. Don't listen to this man, folks. Well, listen to him, just not in regards to his own modesty. He's got an overdeveloped sense of modesty. That's really what it is. All right, so we're hopping around here. We're gonna do
I'm just trying to kill some Fallen here for these other drops that I need off of them. For the bounty. Shouldn't be too much, but
do you think other drops are a product that Bosch & Lomb produces for eye care?
Maybe more like, I could see Merck or Pfizer.
Okay. More of
I don't know if it's a Bosch & Lomb thing.
I think I used some other drops once when I got like swimmer's ear.
Was it really swimmer's ear, Jared? Are you being totally forthcoming with us?
Are you suggesting that I might have had a social disease?
That's quite a euphemism you found there for that. I like that. It's social disease.
Yeah, you never heard that one?
No, I don't think.
That's the old polite term for it. Yeah, not for swimmer's ear, but
not for swimmer's ear,
but for other disease.
For other things.
Yeah. For all you want to know about disease,
keep it locked, guys.
Keep it locked, guys.
Keep it locked.
Keep it locked to disease.
So yeah, let's talk about that mission because it really was, guys. You know, if you've been mostly playing. Like just story missions or maybe a couple of strikes, like you probably haven't seen the epic modifier. Like it's not something that really shows up on the most common events or anything. It's something that I've only seen on a handful of things. Like there's something I did see it on was I have an exotic bounty that I'm doing right now.
Okay.
And that's got, like I was describing that to you yesterday. That's got a level 26 version of the Moonstrike that's got some unique things going on in it that I won't spoil for people who haven't gotten to the point where
that just again I'm glad you're enjoying it. There's no way on God's green earth I'm ever going to play that mission after you described it to me. It sounds like the opposite of fun to me, but I think that's because I'm a wimp and you're actually good at video games. So that's the difference between us.
You're not a wimp.
I'm kind of a wimp. Okay, my friend. So these epic modifiers, the shields are a big part of it.
Yeah, the shields are a big part of that.
So like so hard to hurt.
Yeah, and we weren't. What I really wasn't doing either was like switching out my weaponry because like, that's really what I should have been doing is switching out weaponry to kind of adapt to the situation. But you know, that's just another thing with like the end game. That just shows you even more. Like I've said this before. I said this in my review, and the little bit that I've talked about it on Twitter as well. Like one of the tough things about this game is that the end game doesn't really exactly. It doesn't really explain itself too much, and for a game that's kind of ordinarily very like super accessible and tries to be very kind of casual friendly at the outset and make everyone feel powerful and like they're kind of this big bad hero.
Yeah.
And that for the most part shooter fans can just kind of pick it up and do their thing. A lot of the end game stuff really does require that you understand like certain systems and look into like what resources you need and all these different modifiers. Oh, cool. Wow. Nice. All right, so I am done with that.
With Relic Harvest.
With Relic Harvest,
okay.
yeah. So now, why don't we...
Gonna go cash that in?
Yeah.
Oh, upgrade unlocked.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, yeah.
So now we'll jump back out to the... Now we'll jump back out to the main screen.
Yeah, are you going to show off the gear that you got from completing your?
Yes, I do want to show that off.
Yeah,
I just want to see if this this should pop up the.
Nope, look at that. Got that. popping up here to the tower. Yeah,
No, it didn't pop it up. See, I'm not sure exactly what made it pop up before. Maybe it only pops once per day. Maybe it's a daily thing because all the things in this row are daily or weeklies.
Yep, I'm not sure. Why don't you go cash it in? Maybe that'll make a difference too.
Yeah,
check that as well.
That's a good idea.
But yeah, it just appeared after completing a couple.
But yeah, while we're transitioning over there, I can show people. If you see, when we completed that mission, you see the Queen's Guard hood. This is a unique piece.
Ooh,
so you can
shiny.
See, yeah, it's really shiny. It's got a nice gleam to it, and it's also got the purple and the emblem of the Queen on the top. So that was an award I got for when we completed that mission. Now it's worth noting though, Jared, you didn't get an award, and I'm not trying to.
No, you're not hurting my feelings at all. But no,
it's not to say that if you participate,
you're necessarily going to get it.
That you automatically get something. So I don't know if I got really lucky or not.
No, I think it might have been the fact that you were 4 times as effective in that mission than I was.
I did have more kills than you. That's because you were also playing with a level 24 character.
I was playing with a lower character. I was playing with an unfamiliar class. I was playing somebody else's character.
Right.
Also, I'm not very good.
Oh, stop.
But all
you write wikis for a living. You're pretty darn good at video games. But
that's the myth that I perpetuate to keep my job here.
So yeah, I mean, definitely this event offers some content to do for higher level characters. It gives you the chance to earn some cool swag that will allow you to like really show off. It's good bragging rights. And you know,
that MMO thing, walk around and be all shiny.
Yeah, exactly. Walking around and being shiny is definitely important.
In real life as well as in video games. Okay, so you just picked up some more Queen reputation.
Yeah, some more
Queen
rep.
Called.
And
what's the Queen rep called? I forget.
Yeah, and that's definitely going up
Queen's
faster
favor, I think.
than the other.
Well, you've only got a few days to cash it in, be my guess. I mean, I don't know if that vendor is always going to remain there or not, but if this is a limited event, I'm not sure how long you're going to have access to it.
Yeah, it's only going to be for a few days. So again, you know, this isn't our full comprehensive, like, hey, this is everything you need to know about this Queen's Wrath event. It's just kind of showing you guys a little bit of the ropes and what it entails and a little bit of what you can earn and see what we think. And, you know, so far, I think it's, there you go. I see handing in the bounty.
Oh, there we go.
Handing in the bounty got it for me. So
you
now you can
see. Jump in there and show them the epics, get your tail handed to you for a little while?
Sure. Right. Why not?
Why not?
Show you guys
to the Queen's
just how much
Wrath.
tougher this is. We'll see. And this is going to be a random story mission.
See what we get here.
While this is happening, let me.
It's like upgrades! Yay, upgrades! Oh,
yeah, and I have what I need for that too. Cool, sweet.
Isn't it great to have what you need?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, as the Rolling Stones taught us, you can't always get what you want, but
you
try
usually get what you need.
If you try sometimes, you just might find you get what you need.
I just love. I have to show off a little bit.
Ooh, look,
my
shiny.
Sunbreakers.
Oh man, that's
these
like,
are so shiny.
That reminds me of that T-shirt Fran wore to the office a few weeks ago. Do you remember that? Yeah, Fran came in with a shirt. It glowed. It had a battery pack.
And wow, was it? Did it have more of a sheen to it than his hair?
Yeah, I mean, no, but what does? Really?
And you can see down in the corner, there's other modifiers here, and that's the thing that's kind of weird is that usually those modifiers are all listed out on the mission select screen. But on this one, it just shows. It only shows epic. It doesn't show the other two. So and it looks like those two modifiers were different. Like I think the ones we had were juggler and angry were the ones we were dealing with, and that one that we just saw looked like either void amp. Or like that's the one that amplifies void damage. I'm not really sure. I'm not too familiar with the icons yet, but yeah. So it seems like on top of epic, it's always two random modifiers in addition. And these guys
it's fun to run over those guys.
Oh yeah, it's a super blast.
If you're going to have a little speedy bike, the least you can do is run over people. I would, you know, Destiny I've played quite a bit of, but I would pay out the cash. I don't normally buy cosmetics in a game, but if they would give you an Ewok that hung off the back of that thing, you know,
you'd be all
take my money.
You'd be all bought back into this game.
Yeah, I would be all about it. Maybe a little Chief Chirpa or Low Gray, maybe a Wicket just hanging off the back of the bike.
Yeah, and you can see like. Even though I'm on this this level 24 epic story, like not all the enemies are leveled that way. It's only going to be enemies that are enemies at certain point
in the mission.
In the mission are going to be super leveled up like that, whereas others generally won't be. but combined with the shadow checkpoints, it gets pretty serious. Okay,
Yeah.
so here we go. Oh, that's a little.
That's a dead Minotaur right there. That's what that is. All right.
Yeah, this guy cleared some stuff out.
Shiny.
Okay, and you guys could probably recognize this as the last mission in the game.
The Black Garden. Oh yeah, you're not far from the entrance to the big uncompleted secret zone we found.
Yes. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, there's folks, if you haven't seen it yet and you want to go bum around, in a little bit you'll come by a room with a huge, tall green window. We've got an IGN video. You can check this out on our wikis. And if you climb to the very top of that window and use a couple little tricks, you can get outside to a developer area that has entrances to one of the game's level. It's got that really neat rock formation that kind of looks like a Halo enemy's head. There's some neat stuff out there. It's worth walking around and seeing what's there. So, yeah, check that out. There you go. Kill some. Oh, look. Shielded harpies. Fun.
Yeah, shielded harpies are just the best.
Yeah, they really are.
And by the best, I mean the worst.
I keep hoping there's a modifier that makes every one of those goblins in the hallway come to life sometime when you walk through here. Just all of them at once. You know? So, here we are. Oh. Yeah, nothing like shielded teleporting aliens.
Yeah, and it's funny too when you're using a fusion rifle that those guys will they'll if you don't time it right, they will teleport through your blast and then get at you while you're
had it happen more than
that's
once.
just
So yeah, this is the room with the hidden entrance in it right here that you're in. It's off to your left. Go, taking care of those guys. Whenever you do your melee, it's got kind of a shades of Black Widow from the Avengers. Yeah, this gives you an idea what it's like. So it's the same enemies, but do more damage, more aggressive, harder to kill. Is that fair?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh god. And of course the more modifiers, so it makes things extra challenging in different ways. So you might have to switch up your tactics. You might need to use different weapons that have, this is a good reason, if nothing else, these modifiers start to become a really good reason to have a little more of a diverse
party.
Party for sure. Like I had to call you in for help to do our level 26.
Yeah, and I think that in these
rather.
missions you do see a little more. I remember reading and listening to your review, you talking about how the three classes are very similar, and they are, truth be told. But just having 3 warm bodies in your party with the ability to have 3 different arsenals of weapons with different modifiers to equip for some of these missions would be helpful.
Yeah, absolutely, because yeah, you really do need a diverse, what I call a diverse damage profile.
Yeah, exactly. You could do that as easily with 3 Titans as you could with one of each class, I think, but you need to have them out there.
Yeah, those guys
look at that guy. He flourished. He's like, yeah, he's just showing off. He's like, yep, you're dead.
Waiting for him to kind of clomp over here and teabag me.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think it gives people a pretty good sense of what this content is like. It's not unlike the Vault of Glass. It's not introducing brand new content per se in terms of new areas or new kinds of enemies to fight. It's really just giving you more challenging versions of the. Oh, he's doing it again. That's
so irritating.
The teleport mix-up.
Look at that guy. What a jerk. That's just rude. That's impolite.
So yeah, it really is just the kind of content you've seen already, but with more modifiers, but also with the chance to get pretty shiny, unique swag that you won't be able to get in any other location, at least not with those markings and those colorings and that level of shininess. So
pretend you're C-3PO in a batting helmet.
So I hope everyone's found this helpful.
Enlightening, maybe.
And maybe perhaps
entertaining, perhaps if they're generous.
And we'll be doing coverage like this pretty much for as many of the Destiny events as we can as they come up. Of course, Bungie has a regular stream of them planned. So please, by all means, I thank you.
Yeah, and I thank you, and once again for Vince Ingenito and Jared Petty, and for the entirety of IGN. We appreciate you watching and invite you to check out all the other Destiny coverage as it happens. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.